Hi and welcome. My name is Diana and this is Chair Fitness. This is our mobility and balance section today. I'm so excited that you're choosing to move with me. Let's go ahead and run through our needs list and our supplies and we'll go ahead and get started. So our main supply, as always, in Chair Fitness is going to be one of our sturdy dining room chairs. We're not using something with wheels. We want something sturdy that's not going to move about on us. Preferably we want something with a supportive backrest as well. In addition to that, today we're going to be using a medium light dumbbell of choice. So whatever is medium light to you, for me, that's going to be my 10-pound dumbbell. And in addition to that, we're going to use a light to you resistance band. It can either be handled like this or it could be a circular band as well. I will show you both variations. In addition to those supplies, we always want to have a nice big bottle of water ready to be able to take sips of as we move through these exercises. As I implied earlier, we're going to work specifically on mobility and balance in this section. And we're going to have a couple of advancements or modifications if there's moments when you feel like you want to progress or regress an exercise to feel better in your body. Let's go ahead and get started in our seated position. I'm going to have you come forward enough on your chair that your feet can be firmly rooted into your floor surface beneath you. And we're going to bring our hands to our thighs, relax our shoulders, and find a neutral posture through our neck, which might mean bringing your chin down and slightly back. Once we've found this comfortable position, we're going to start with cat-cow seated. So we'll inhale and round our spine, drop our chin towards our chest. Let your hands slide forward towards your knees. You might even catch your knees and pull against them as you round your mid-back back towards that backrest of the chair. And then exhale, we'll slide your hands up your thighs, pull your shoulder blades back, lift your chin up on this one, and let your back arch as you look up towards your ceiling. Breathe in again. We're going to round the spine, pull the belly in. Maybe catch your knees, get that nice tension as you pull against them. And then slide your hands back up your thighs, pull your elbows back, lift your chin. 3 more like that. Breathe in as you round. Breathe out as you arch. Breathe in as you round. And out as you arch. Excellent. All right, you might slide your hips back just a small bit there on your chair. We still want our feet grounded on the floor. And we're gonna let the right hand hang off to the side of the chair and sweep the left arm up overhead. See if you can straighten up through the elbow without shrugging your shoulder up towards your ear. And then we're gonna take a side bend by reaching over to the right. Let that right hand reach down towards the floor, or you can use it for some support on your chair edge. And then slightly tilt your chin up towards the sky. We're going to take about 3 deep breaths here, taking that more into a crescent moon shape with each exhale. Press ourselves back up through the middle. If you liked the draped hand, take that here on the left side or catch the side of the chair. Once again, take that right arm up to the sky, straighten out through the elbow, but try not to shrug the shoulder up to the ear. We're going to go ahead and take our side bend over to the left. 3 deep breaths, slightly looking up. Press yourself back up through the midline and release. Next, we're going to take a seated twist. First, we'll take it statically and then dynamically. So we'll take our right hand to the chair back behind us. We'll take our left hand to the outside of our right thigh, straighten up through your spine, and we'll look over that right shoulder, taking a spinal twist all the way from your tailbone up through the crown of your head. 3 deep breaths here. Come back through the midline. Same thing, we're going to catch that right hand outside of the left thigh, bring the left hand back, straighten up through your spine, And then look over your shoulder, take those breaths. And then move your body back to the midline. Great work there. We're gonna go ahead and bring the elbows up out from the rib cage, and we're just going to go ahead and twist dynamically side to side. See how far you can work that same range of motion that we just took, looking over your shoulder at the peak of each twist. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. All right. We're going to come up to stand. We'll go ahead into our 3-point hamstring stretch where we're using our chair. Let's go ahead and throw our right leg up on that chair. We're going to flex the toe back towards the shin. If it feels good in your body, put a slight bend in that right knee. And then we're going to use that chair back and hinge forward over that extended leg, bringing the nose towards the knee, feeling into the stretch there behind the thigh and that hamstring. Work your way back up tall through the middle. And then we're going to take that left hand and bring it to the chair back and twist towards the right. Beautiful. Come back to face that leg. And then we're going to spin the left toes open. And if it feels good, you can take that left arm open, tuck your tailbone, and allow the front side of your hips, and especially that inner thigh here on the right leg, to open up. Beautiful, friends. Come back to face the leg. Let's fold one more time. And come up tall and release that leg down. I'm going to go ahead and move my chair to the side to make space for my second leg. And we'll go ahead and bring that left leg up now. Hinge at the hip, fold forward. Maybe you keep that slight bend in the knee, toe flexed back towards your shin. And press yourself back up tall. And we're going to twist in towards that left side. Maybe it feels good to open that left arm out. Come back to face. We're going to fan the left foot out to, the right foot out to the right. Open that right arm up, and then tuck your tailbone, engage those glutes to find that inner thigh stretch in front of the hip stretch. Come back to face the leg. Let's fold one more time, hinging at the hip. And then press ourselves back up tall and release. Great work there. Next, we're going to spin around to being behind the chair. And we're going to step our feet back from the chair about 3 to 4 feet. We'll rest our palms on that chair back. And we're going to send our hips back. And we're going to soften our chest and our head down through our shoulders to allow the side body to stretch out, the low back to stretch out. And then for some of us, the hamstrings, even all the way down to the calves. If it feels good here, you can take some of those spinal flexions and extensions like we did earlier in that seated position. But for some of us, it might feel good to bend one knee and then the other, letting the hips move gently side to side, releasing the glutes, maybe the low back. And of course, you can also move your head and neck about with some yeses and some nos. And then when you're ready, go ahead and put a deep bend in your knees, press yourself back up tall, great work. Next, we're gonna come back to facing the side of our chair, and we're gonna plant our right foot right up on that chair. I want you to start by finding a position where your knee is stacked right over your heel, and your hip is stacked right over the heel of your grounded leg. From here, we're gonna place our right hand on our right thigh, and we're going to press our kneecap forward over our toes while keeping our heel connected to the chair there. Let's go ahead, take 5 or so patellar tendon presses. Notice if you're experiencing a stretch in the back of that ankle. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. That stretch is great for our knee health as well as our ankle range of motion and mobility. Let's go ahead and take our second side. Once again, we're going to find these nice stacks. So knee over the heel. We've got the hips over the heel as well. Hand to thigh. And then keep that heel grounded. We're going to send the knee out over the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent, friends. Let's release that foot down. Great work. Next, we're going to come somewhere where you have a little bit of space around you. We don't need the chair for this next one. We're going to work our progressive shoulder circles. So we're going to start with 5 shrug circles. Move forward with me, then up with me, and back with me. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then rest your fingertips on your shoulders. We'll take your elbows through 5. Reach forward, sweep up, back, and around. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful, friends. And then fully extended arms. Reach forward, press back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Here's a great place for a sip of water. And from here, we're going to move into some circuits that are going to work us in more of our balance and a little bit of our strength here, and a little bit less of our flexibility, range of motion, and our mobility. All right. Our first exercise is a single leg deadlift. This is one where we want either our wall for support or our chair back for support for our balance. I'm going to show you this from a side view and first from a front view. We're going to be taking our opposite hand to our opposite foot, and we're going to keep soft bends in both knees throughout the whole movement, okay? So using some balance support, this could be your chair or your wall, and we're going to hinge right at the hip, send the hips back. We're going to reach down. Maybe you touch your knee, shin, or toe before coming back up tall and repeating on that same leg. We'll go ahead and take 10 so that you can see a side view. I'll spin around over here. And we've got both knees slightly bent. We're going to send the hip back as we reach down for that toe, shin, or knee. Okay, 10 of those. We'll go ahead and reorient our position and switch sides. From there, we're going to move into a half kneeling shoulder press. So I'm going to have you grab your light to medium weight. We're going to come down into a half kneel. Also, like the last exercise, you can have a chair there for balance support. We're going to place our hand on our hip, and we're going to put the dumbbell in the hand of the knee that's down. We're going to bring that weight right up to our shoulder. We're going to tighten through our hips by engaging our glutes and tightening through our core by shortening from our sternum to our pelvis. And then we're going to press into our full shoulder press for 10 repetitions before switching sides. All right, our last exercise is called a balance overhead and forward reach. We're going to take a version of yoga's tree pose in the legs. So you might make a kickstand, or you might bring the inner edge of your foot into your shin. And we're going to start with our forward reaches. It's like a row, if you're familiar with that exercise. And then on the second side, we're going to take an overhead reach, which should be reminiscent of a lat pull down or a pull up, okay? So 10 of everything here. We're gonna go ahead and get started with that single leg deadlift. Find your balance support. Let's go ahead and plant on one leg. Opposite hand reaches across. Hinge up tall. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Take your second side. Here we go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Beautiful work, friends. I hope that felt really good. Let's grab our medium light weight. We're going to come down into our half kneel. Once again, the weight is going to be in the hand of the hip that's down. Tighten our core and glutes. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that weight down. Take your second side. Tighten up your core. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Bring it down and press yourself up. We'll finish this circuit with our balancing. Go ahead and find a kickstand in either leg or your full tree pose. And we're going to start by reaching forward, pull back, squeeze those shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3. Feel free to tap that toe down at any point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release those arms. Second leg, reach up, pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release those arms down. Grab a sip of water. We'll run through that circuit one more time. All right. We're back to our single leg deadlift. If you remember, let's start on your second leg. And here we go. Hip hinge. Slide down. Reach across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Press up. Second side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, friends. Grab your medium light weight. We're taking our half kneel. I'm going to start on my second side. Core tight, glute tight. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down, switch sides. Core tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that arm down, press yourself up. Great work. We've got our balancing. Go ahead and find that balancing stance. Let's start with our overhead reach. Pull down. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Release. Second side. Horizontal. Reach and pull. 1, 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Release down. Great work, friends. Grab water. I'll introduce you to our next strength circuit. All right. We've got another lower body exercise and then 2 for the shoulders. We're going to take a descending pistol squat. We're going to do this just 5 reps per leg. All right, so we're going to go ahead and position ourselves in front of our chair. We're going to work the descending, the eccentric contraction. Some of us might grab a pillow to bring that chair up a bit for us. I'm going to show you 2 variations. One, the foot's elevated. We've got our hands up in our fake goblet grip, and we're going to slowly lower ourselves onto that chair, land the heel down, and then press up, okay? Some of us are just going to leave that heel grounded the whole time, but we're still going to try to make that standing leg do the work, okay? We'll go ahead and keep it on one side for our full 5 before switching. If you need to scuttle away and grab a pillow to bring that chair up to you, absolutely go ahead and do that. Our second and third exercises are with our band. Our first one, we're going to take shoulder circles. So we're going to bring that band right across our hips. It's going to be about 2 feet apart. We're going to pull our pinkies away from each other. And then keeping resistance on the band, we're going to come up, around, back, and down. And we're going to work out those shoulders with that continuous pull separation, all right? Last but certainly not least today, we're going to take a banded shoulder pull apart. So this works the posterior shoulder. We're going to hold that band also like we did earlier, about 2 feet apart. And we're going to exhale and pull that band out wide, working the back side of our shoulders, all right? So go ahead and set your band aside if you had grabbed it. We're going to start off with these descending pistol squats. And once again, we're just taking 5 on each leg. Go ahead and find your balance on your standing leg. Hands up to our fake goblet grip. And we're gonna slowly descend. You can land the heel, press off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take your second side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Great work. Grab your band. We'll start with our shoulder circles. So go ahead and separate, pulling those pinkies apart. We're going to reach up, around, back and down. Keep tension on it. Come back and around and all the way down in front. That's 1. And 2. 3. 4. And 5. Awesome. Bring that band right up in front of your shoulders. I just want to show you we're straight out from the shoulders. And we're going to exhale, pull wide for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release that band down. Grab yourself a sip of water. And we're going to move through that together just one more time here today. All right. So if you remember, let's start on your second side. And arms up to goblet grip. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and 1. 3, 2, 1, and 2. 3, 2, 1. Here's 3. 3, 2, 1. Here's 4. 3, 2, 1. Here's 5. Second side. 3, 2, 1. Here's 1. 3, 2, 1. Here's 2. 3, 2, 1. Here's 3. 3, 2, 1. Here's 4. 3, 2, 1. Here's 5. And release. Great work. Grab your band. Shoulder circles. We'll pull it apart, starting in front of your hips, and up we go, back and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Bring those arms right in front of your shoulders and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Great work. Friends, thank you so much for joining me today. As always, if you had any questions that came up as you made this workout scalable for yourself, please go ahead and send me an email. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward and have yourself a great day. And as always, I'll catch up with you soon in our next live or recorded class. Take care. Bye-bye.